Hello everyone, I am Thư and I am a GKS undergraduate scholar 2022. I am here again to share with you my personal statement experience. I think this is the key and the weapon that helped me to win the scholarship without any language certification and especially with a rather low GPA. So it is okay if you have a low GPA and instead you can strengthen your language score or invest your time in a good essay like I did, or even invest both. As I mentioned in the previous video, I urged you to consult a lot and only apply what suits your profile. Let's see how I completed my personal statement. I started thinking of ideas to write my essay 2 months before the application day. Like you guys, the first days I really didn't know what to write my essay, but then I started to summarize my background, my accomplishments, and my past events, the questions that I needed to answer in the essay as well. And first, how did I summarize my background? Because by the time I applied, I had graduated from high school for around 3 to 4 years. Therefore, I started summarizing my bio from high school onwards. You can start from your high school years, and the questions that we need to answer in the essay, you don't have to answer it in order, and I not recommend you to write them like that as well. Instead, I highly recommend you to answer each question as a story. For the question of education and family background, I'm not saying what my family does or my siblings do, or just tell what is the special thing about your family that has the most impact on your development or affect your field of study or education. Do not say some information like too basic and cannot support the following ideas because it takes up space in the essay and has no impact on your future. For example, it should not be written that there are 5 people in my family. My father is a teacher, my mother is a housewife, and my brother is a professional, or how old is my sister. Those information will have no impact on your future, so the readers may not be interested in reading your essay. You can write it if those things have an impact on you in some way. Instead, for example, if your parents are teachers, think of a story about teaching at school. Your parents' work has shown you that education is very important. It's affected an entire generation of knowledge, blah blah blah. So it gave you an inspiration and pushed you to the major in education since high school. And this is an example that I give to you to understand it is important for you to choose ideas to build a story and how you can express that story. When you come up with an idea like an example above, you are almost done with your education and family background question. Just write in more detail so it becomes a complete story. For each question, you have to give a little story to answer it, but remember you must maintain the coherence over time in your essay. For example, the story you are already finished the paragraph of the story of your parents working as a teacher above, and you are going to answer the question about the event that happened in your life for the next paragraph. You should choose what happened from the time you were in high school. Don't choose something like happened in your secondary school or primary or as a child. When you choose the events that occur over time to write about, the reader will visualize your development over time and have a temporal coherence. The next thing that I would like to share with you is you need to show the reader what kind of person you are through your essay. For example, I wanted to show my reader how hard I worked after I finished my high school because my GPA wasn't high and the effort that I want to show the reader is both academically and my personality. I have majored a lot. What did I gain academically after that, which I answer the questions about my achievement and also about my maturity as I showed you before. To test this out, I suggest you to give your essay to someone else to read and ask them what kind of person they see the writer is. That's how I did. In my case, for the questions about life event that changed me, I told the story that I went to Denmark to study alone and I experienced the culture shock. And after that, how I overcame the difficulties on my own. Then how I changed after that incident, and this event especially helped me to form my adult personality and study away from home, blah blah blah. The last point of this paragraph is how I learned from that incident. This is what I wrote to implicitly answer the question of what are the events in your life without having to write as the event happened in my life is blah blah blah. I do not recommend you to write like you are answering the question. I hope you can write a story instead and choose a special event that happened in your life and how it can help your study approach life or knowledge of your chosen industry, shape your personality, or even give you more knowledge about career. This is why I always mention in my videos to refer selectively, as it may work for me but not work for you, or copying from an online essay is also easy way for you to fail because it had no connection to your profile, your background, and your life. Just refer to the writing of many people so that you can include your story in the essay. That's how I answer one of the questions that I think that the committee is looking forward to reading in my essay as well. In addition to that, I highly recommend that you can attach supporting documents of what you say in the essay as proof that the achievements are real. If not, it's okay, no problem. If you are about to apply for a scholarship, start thinking about everything that is happening around you and select your ideas carefully. It may not need to be related to career, or if it is, even better. My story is also not related to career, so don't worry too much. I edited my essay almost every day, and the essay that I used to apply for the scholarship was completely different from my original ideas and writing style. So you should write and edit each time until your overall story is smooth, then submit. Trust me, the more you read other people's experiences or have someone read for you, the more you'll see where you should fix it. Repeat this over and over and your essay will be complete. And a very small share from my experience, I used to think that I could use my writing ability to prove that I could study in English because I didn't have a foreign language certificate. That's why I used a lot of C1 and C2 terms in my essay. After one of the people helped me with my writing, he said that he could see the writer was quite stressful because the words I used were too difficult to understand. So I edited my essay and it helped me perfect my writing. So don't write in a hurry. If you are not good at writing like me, you might need a lot of time to sharpen your essay. That's what I want to share with you about my scholarship essay and my experience. I hope to help you with your essay writing. Please read the scholarship question carefully and analyze your background and pick the idea from your background as well. I hope to have time and share more about my study plan and my background, and I wish you success and good luck.